let me teach you something about money. Not how to make it, but how it actually works. Because if you don't understand this, you can make money, but you're still going to stay in the same place. You see, there's a common misconception. Most people believe that money comes from effort. If I work harder, if I make more, then I make more money. But that's not the truth. Money doesn't respond to effort. Money responds to principles. You see, there are laws that govern money, just like there are laws that govern gravity, the universe. You see, you don't see them, but they're always working. And the first law is this: if you don't keep money, you'll never have money. This is where most people fail, okay? They focus on increasing income without increasing retention. You can make $10,000 a month and you can still be broke, or you can make $4,000 and you can build wealth. The difference isn't income, it's control. These are the principles from the richest man in Babylon. Always pay yourself first, not after the bills, not with when there's a little bit extra, first. Because what you keep becomes your seed, and what you don't keep, you can never grow. Now let's go a little bit deeper, because there's another law, and most people, they tend to ignore it, and it always shows. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear. This is why most people feel like money is coming and going. It's not random, it's unmanaged. Discipline creates structure, structure creates accumulation, and accumulation creates power, and power, it attracts money. Not the other way around. Now, here's where the shift comes from in strategy. You don't get rich by chasing money. You get rich by becoming someone who can hold on to money. Because money doesn't stay with people who can't manage it, it leaves. This is why people can win the lottery and then in the next couple of years they're broke, because their identity never changed. This is something that Earl Nightingale spoke about. You become what you think. If you constantly think about survival, bills, stress, or your lack, then your actions will reflect that. But if you begin to think in ownership, in systems, long-term value, your decisions, they change. And when your decisions change, your results follow. Now, let's take it even further. In the science of getting rich, there's a powerful idea, okay? Everything begins with a thought. It's up here, okay? So before money shows up in your life, it shows up in your mind. Most people, they think about money from a place of fear. How do I get by? How can I pay the bills? But wealth is created from a different question. How do I create something that produces value repeatedly? That shift alone changes everything. So it's not about surface level desire, all right? If you want money, you have to have a definite burning. It has to be a desire, something you really want. Because money does not respond to interest, it responds to commitment. When you decide that you'll become the person capable of producing wealth, you stop negotiating with your habits. You stop saying, well, maybe 6 is too early, I need to wake up at 7. And this is one of the principles that Bob Proctor made clear. If you want to earn more, you need to become more. Now, not in a motivational sense, but more so in a practical, more disciplined sense. Because income is a reflection of who you are as a person. Now, let me bring all of this together, all right? Because wealth is built on 3 things, right? Number 1, you keep a portion of everything you earn. Number 2, you direct it with intention. And number 3, you multiply it with ownership. That's it. It's simple, but it's not easy because most people are trying to skip these steps. They want to invest without having anything saved. They want freedom without discipline. They want results without changing who they are. But it doesn't work like that. You see, money is attracted to structure. It's kept by discipline and it's multiplied through ownership. So the real question is not, how do I make more money? The real question is, am I someone who can keep money, who can grow it, and direct it with purpose? Because once you become that person, money stops being something you chase. It starts becoming something that stays. And that's the shift. That's where it begins. If this is something that you found informational, hit the like and subscribe button. And I hope you guys have a very blessed and wealthy